Good appropriate time of the day to you. I am Richard, and this is LMTD or, say it with me now, friends and enemies, limited time offer, no vowels. And here we are, back again on Point and Click Sunday. Indeed, no spaces. Why would you need spaces in this? There is no spaces in Beyond a Steel Sky, where you are, well, in a city of the future, and definitely not in space in any way, shape or form. So, let us get cracking on this and see how we do with today's excitement. Yes, it's the Joey Appreciation, well, it's not the Joey Appreciation Gala, it's the Aspiration Day Gala, where we're going to pick up from. And Foster is just about to go find those people who were skulking around in the rafters. That is the word I am looking for there. And Joey has the new follow the suspicious figures, as it says. But how? How do we find these suspicious figures? Well, let's enjoy these fireworks to begin with, eh? I wonder if they're real fireworks or holographic ones.
On its firework parties. I don't know why I say it. Just making conversation.
Well, Joey, you make all the conversation you want.
An over-the-top display of Union City technology. The fireworks were holograms.
Aha! I was right with my random guessing. Huzzahs! I mean, I know this is a computer game, so the things are going to be pretty much the same every time, unless you have it programmed that way, but they seem too uniform. Alright. We're at a party. The first thing you do is you investigate the canapes.
It looked pretty tasty, but I was at the party to find answers, not snacks.
That doesn't matter. You can do both. What about over here? These sandwiches.
They really were fancy sandwiches. The crusts had been cut off.
Oh my goodness. And now we can use... Can I slip mini knocks in there? I can. Oh, that's awesome. Then let's use a mini knock.
Much as I loved Wendell's Mini K, I didn't think this fancy party was the right place.
Put them on a stick, and they are. Alright, we're going to investigate all of the canapes first of all.
It looked pretty tasty, but I was at the party to find answers, not snacks.
And snacks could be the answers. Oh, are you going to tell me?
They really were fancy sandwiches.
Yeah, alright.
The crusts had been cut off. It looked pretty tasty, but I was at the party to find answers, not snacks.
I don't know why cutting the snacks off is
It
fancy.
looked pretty tasty, but I was at the party to find answers, not snacks.
Oh, I found Songbird. I mean, I know she came with me, so it wasn't that difficult, but, you know, I found her.
It looked pretty tasty, but I was at the party to find answers, not snacks.
Oh, well. And now we're back at the beginning. Hey, Songbird, can I talk to you? No, you're not a selectable thing. Alright. You're just taking pictures of all the stuff that you're here at. Alright, let's go find some... Oh, there's a thing. Oh, that's just a bin. Well, look at this. We've investigated a bin now. Ooh, nobody's put anything. There's no bottom to that bin, it doesn't look like. No, there is a bottom to that bin. I thought it went straight onto the floor. That would have been a uselessly designed bin. And indeed, something I can see being designed for this society. Indeed. Instagramming when Instagram is not a thing. Hey, Joey, you got anything fun?
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Let's talk about party.
We're exactly where the message said to be. The Aspiration Gala.
Is it
So
midnight,
now
though?
By the abrupt tone of that message, I don't think Graham was cordially invited here to try the canapes.
Me neither. We need to get after those people. They've got to be Graham's contacts. What do you think of this party?
Man, not enough explosions.
Since when do parties have explosions?
There are...
Oh, I forgot we travel in different circles now.
Are you kidding me? Can you not hear those explosions going off just over my shoulder? All of that. The fireworks. Those are explosions, Joey. And there's not enough of them? Well, I'm sure someone somewhere has cosplayed as Foster or Grundy
I feel
in this
so
kind
out
of
place
outfit.
at this party.
You should. I don't think anyone here aspires to be more Foster. Now, me, on the other hand,
Yeah, people have aspired to be more Joey. That is true. I know they aren't real explosions, but I mean, what are real explosions? Except they're in a computer game, in a fake thing, so
Who do you
any
think those
explosions are
people
not
were?
real anyway.
what? You mean those two monkeys climbing the side of the building? No idea. But I think if you're here looking to uncover something sneaky, they're the best example of sneaky I've seen.
They're the worst example of sneaky you've seen, because you saw them being sneaky. You, Graham Grundy, Foster, are the best example of being sneaky, because nobody knows that you're not meant to be here. Sneaky, sneaky.
If we don't hurry, we're going to lose the trail of those two people who went up the building.
Yeah. How do we get higher?
Well, you can fly.
Let me rephrase. How do you get higher?
Let's keep thinking.
I'm at a party.
Let's get
I
back
am
to it.
sure I will find something that will get me higher.
Oh, you meant back to work.
No, I didn't actually. Alright, you stay down here. We'll walk down to the welcome place and show up and say, hey, this is what we cleaned up. Are you going to tell me something?
I hope this welcome sign was better maintained than the last one I'd seen.
The last one you'd seen was this one. Ooh, cutscene. Oh, is that that girl who we saved from falling to her death? Or is it just a similar model and I am just being silly and not noticing? Oh, you got to go in too. That must mean I can go in as well. But let's investigate down here first of all. What was that? Somebody was saying something? No, I forget there is actual background talk in this one, and not necessarily everybody who talks like that. Oh. Uh-oh.
I'm very sorry, Mentor Alonso. I don't know what happened.
It won't do, Astrid. Won't do at all. This is the Aspiration Gala, after all.
Yes, sir, of course.
And you said you believe the firework projector was tampered with?
I'm not entirely sure, but it was working perfectly during the rehearsals.
Regardless,
Oh, sneaky,
I trust that
sneaky.
the issue really is now resolved, and that you'll be keeping a closer eye on things from now on.
Oh, yes, sir.
And you won't have to keep leaving your station unsupervised.
Absolutely not. You can count on me.
Now, back to work.
I wonder what part of our puzzle solving
Mr.
we'll have to
Grundy.
do.
What a pleasant surprise. Of course, Aspiration Day always does deliver surprises.
It's all about who you know, isn't it?
Indeed.
I aspire to
I'd be
punch you in the
very
face.
interested to find out more about who exactly you know.
Is she here? The other supervisory person?
Is Officer Arana coming tonight?
Why do you ask? Are you in need of well-being support?
He loves her.
No, I just assumed she'd be here.
Well, as a matter of fact, she was here
It's
a
not a
moment
tomb.
ago. You must have just missed her.
Where did she go?
I have no idea. A busy little bee, that one.
Ah. This is not a tomb. There is no way out like that. Alright, hey, what are you doing here? Hey, stop walking in front of us while we're having a conversation. And when I say conversation, I mean standing at each other staring while I make comments in my head. because I am Robert Foster.
So, what are you doing
I mean,
here,
Graham
Alonso?
Grundy.
I'm here to supervise everyone's well-being.
Like Officer Arana?
Officer Arana was in charge of the preparations. I'm here to make sure the event itself runs smoothly.
Sounds like a tough gig.
It won't be. Things never go wrong in Union City.
Really?
How's it all going, Alonso?
Then why do we need you?
Smooth sailing, as expected. Let's keep it that way. Yes?
Why? I'm not going to do
Enjoying
anything.
the party?
The Aspiration Gala never fails to put a smile on my face. And I look forward to Reginald's poetic display with undiluted pleasure. His past efforts have always been so amusing.
Yeah, we must see the exciting poetry reading by Alonso and... No, not Chipsworth. Chipsworth is my robot butler. Whatever the name of his robot butler is. To see how humiliated people are.
I was wondering if you'd seen any odd behavior at the party.
Odd? Suspicious how?
I didn't say
You know what?
suspicious,
Never
I
mind.
said odd.
Sorry to have bothered you.
No
Thank
bother,
you.
Mr. Grundy.
Tarquin
But
it
I must
is.
warn you, if you've observed any suspicious behavior, you must report it to the relevant authority immediately.
Understood, Mentor Alonso.
What he said.
Bye.
I'll see you around.
I'm gonna go
Do
have
keep
fun
a
at the party.
smile on your face, Mr. Grundy.
And by that, I mean I'm just gonna walk
Word
in
of
here.
advice. Never trust a guy with big eyebrows.
Oh, they took the... Oh! Oh.
It was a hand scanner.
I could turn on the sprinklers. Ruin the party. That would be fun.
An intercom system connected to the control room above.
And an elevator.
The mysterious figure had gotten upstairs somehow. I was sure that if I could get past the technician and snoop around, I could give chase.
Alright, well, let's move out of the way, Joey. Let's use it and see if we can talk our way up.
Is everything okay down there?
How you doing?
Come quick, the fireworks are going crazy.
They look perfectly good from up here.
No, that's not what I wanted to say when I said fireworks. I wanted to say, wow, thanks for doing such a great job.
How does the elevator work?
Like an elevator? But it's staff only, not for guests at the
Yes,
party.
yeah. I guess I walked into that one. Alright, what's it? Is it funky up in the control room? Do you want me to bring you up some
I
canapes?
need to get up to that control room.
Nuh-uh. Official employees only.
I am an
It's an
official employee.
emergency.
There isn't even a toilet up here.
Oh. Tell
Can
me
I
again?
see the control room?
Canapes are downstairs, sir.
Alright.
Actually, never mind.
Okay, bye.
I just wanted to thank you and say you were doing a great job. Because I am a super smooth person who is trying to infiltrate this party. Oh, Spankles. Oh. Oh, remember I have a scannery thing. Oh, load advert for fireworks. Load advert. Hello advert. Is advert loaded? Yes, display advert. And then unload advert. Is the advert loaded? Oh. Alright. I mean, I can swap those, but I don't really want to do that right now. I'll keep an eye out. Hey, nobody's looking as snazzy as me here. Wait, you look similar. Not exactly the same, but similar. You have to leave this party now, sir. You can't both be here wearing the same thing. Alright, what's going on down here? Are you stuck on the stairs? Are you alright? Alright, well, I've managed to get lower. That is the opposite of what I wanted to do. Never mind. Let us go and talk to you. It is, Raquel.
Lock Foster.
Yay!
Something funny about that girl.
Yes. Examine
It
her.
was Raquel from the apartments.
Next. What? Stop. It's a private conversation between you and Joey. Oh my god, I was trying to offer you a mini knocked.
Raquel, fancy a mini K?
A what? By Joey! What's that smell?
Oh, I'll take that as a no then.
Joey, you seem to have, impeded somebody's progress. Do you wanna? All right, no, let's have a conversation.
Hey, Raquel, good to see you.
Sir, and you are...
Graham Grundy, remember?
Have we met before, sir?
It was odd. She really didn't recognize me. Well, sure, at the apartments. You nearly fell?
No, I'd definitely remember something like that, don't you think? Anyway, I see you've got your ticket, but
But?
this is a general entry ticket, not a VIP ticket.
No.
I'm afraid that you don't have access to this area. I'm so sorry. Enjoy the rest of the gala.
I had no need to enter the VIP section. I was here for the secret meeting.
There's a difference between need and, wanting to get up there. All right. All right, Joey. We're gonna move, so she's gonna just be able to walk now. There we go. Oh, there's a limited number of things we can do here. Let's go set off those sprinklers. See if that does anything. Oh, wait, before we do that. Hey, speakers, yeah.
It was a high-tech sound system. Too bad these Union City folk didn't have any taste.
Alright, we've had that before already. So we need to get up here. So let's set off the sprinklers and see. No, Joey, you're... I think you're not into this, Joey. Oh, crap. Oh well, at least you stopped there. Joey, move. There we go. I thought it was going to be stuck forever like a bug. Woo! Is it doing anything? No. Alright, okay. We got sprinklers turned on though, so people can enjoy getting watered on. I suppose I can throw Mini K up into the nest again, can I?
That time you nearly killed me, Foster.
Powerful spray was drenching the tree and everything around it.
Good. There's the tree.
The tree was the centerpiece of the platform.
Excuse me 1 second. I'm having a problem with my mouse. I have a trackable mouse, which means that occasionally I need to take the ball out and clean it to get the superior mousing. Yeah, that's better. Yes, I guess you do mousing with a mouse. I don't know. Hey, Alonzo. Hey, no, Alonzo.
Alonzo seemed otherwise engaged in a mess that was my very own creation.
Really? Oh, is he coming back over now that I've turned the sprinklers on? You're going to turn the sprinklers off, are you, Alonzo? Don't worry about me. Okay, you have turned the sprinklers off. Oh.
Mr. Grundy, if you could refrain from turning on the sprinklers.
I
But
didn't.
the tree looked thirsty.
I'm sure it can wait a few hours.
Wow, that is interesting. I've got hollow arms. Alright, I wonder if I can... Yeah, I can do something with that. Okay, so it's just 100%. Alright, I'll have to find something I can get close to. So where do you go, Alonso? You're just standing over here by the tree. But I don't think that's where you came from. But now you are standing next to it. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. So now when it's off, it should be on. Oh, Alonso, you have moved. Where have you moved to? Shout out if you see Alonso. Is that you? Are you Alonso? Yeah. Alright, let's turn on my scanner and see how close I can get to things. Is your idea to eat all of the canapes? Fireworks and Aspiration Day. Alright. I don't really want to change those right now. Welcome! Come celebrate Aspiration Day. Show us the fireworks. Advert. There we go. Happy Aspiration Day. Alright, okay. There's nothing in the speakers that I can use, is there? Nope. Vending machine and hollow advert. Like, there's nothing to swap them around, though. Really. Another hollow advert. It's got to have the same stuff, right? Yep. Okay. Let's just assume that all hollow adverts have the same things. Hey. Do you have something on your persons? VIP gate. No. Right. No. I want VIP gate. Is that... There we go. Now it says 2 of them. But only hollow advert is loading. Alright, I need to get a bit closer, I guess. Good evening. Now I am closer. VIP gate. Oh. I see why. Because it's got a lock on it. I see, I did not notice that. Alright, well let's just examine the VIP gate. I mean, no, I can't do that. Yes I can.
The gated area up top looked like some kind of VIP zone.
I assume I need to get up there to mess with the fireworks somehow. Maybe not. I assume so. But I don't know how to pickpocket somebody. Which, you know, would be a very useful skill. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go and talk to the person and tell them the sprinklers are messing up down here. Because, look, they're off. Oh! Projection robot? I hadn't seen you. Firework projector. Ah! Tell me?
It was some kind of projector for the fireworks.
Ah,
If the
right.
projector happened to malfunction, I figured the technician would be there in a flash.
And then we can go up. Nice. Alright, was that your idea? Because, while I might have had that idea, I had no idea how to do it. Display protection. Aspiration Day. Examine.
I'd hacked the fireworks, but the attendees didn't seem all that bothered. I needed something more scary if I wanted to draw out the technician.
Alright. What have we got? I mean, there's an advert. Right? Congratulations on reaching Aspiration Day. Alright, let me go away from you. No, you don't do anything. Okay. Your idea was not like this. Neither was my idea until I came down here. But I'm not sure what... Maybe I should have been scanning Alonso. Maybe Alonso has something on there. I don't know. Spankles seems like... But they don't have the... right... No. They... Oh. I can swap those around, but I don't think so. Nobody's coming over to use the Spankles machine. So making it be an alarm doesn't work. And I can't move any of these ones. I can move these lighter or more translucent ones. So... I don't think Spankles is going to be scary. Were you just 100%? You were, weren't you? Yeah. Okay, Alonso has been in here. So, Alonso. Come and deal with this again. I don't suppose the intercom is hackable in any way. No, didn't think so. Where are you, Alonso? I want to see you come over here to see if you have something hackable on you. And I don't really want to run around trying to find you. No? Hey Joey, have you got anything?
Joey seemed to be enjoying the vertical freedom of his new shell.
Could I ask you to do a thing, Joey?
Joey?
What now?
Let's talk about
Cal
Raquel
sure
while
was
we're
acting
waiting.
weird.
Weird how? I thought she was rather polite.
That's what was weird about it.
I'll never understand people.
Yeah, she was
Let's get back to it.
a bit of a dick the first time we met her. Hey Alonso, sprinklers. You coming to deal with them? Yes. Do you have a thing, Alonso? Because having all your
Mr.
secrets...
Grundy, if you could
I
refrain
did
from
not.
turning on the
It wasn't
sprinklers.
me.
But
I
the
don't
tree
have
looked
anything.
thirsty.
I'm sure it can wait a few hours.
No, you don't have anything. Alright, let me talk to you then. Hey, Alonso. Stop wandering, Alonso. I want to talk to
Sorry
you.
to bother you, Alonso.
How can I help, Mr. Grundy?
Yeah, tell me about Raquel.
The girl who was at
actually.
my apartment building this morning? She's acting a little strange.
Oh, I'm reporting.
Strange how?
She seemed to have totally forgotten we met.
Does she seem unwell? Troubled?
Well, no, but
Then I don't see the problem, Mr. Grundy. Everything looks perfectly in order to me.
Okay.
right.
Who is Astrid?
About that technician.
Oh,
She
okay.
is simply doing her job, Mr. Grundy. As am I, when I'm allowed to.
I'll see you around.
Do keep a
Oh.
smile on your face, Mr. Grundy.
Don't tell me just because I have done that thing, now she's gonna come down. I thought that would... Hey. The fireworks aren't going off.
Something has gone wrong with the fireworks.
You and I have a very different idea of wrong. They're working fine.
No, they're not. You know they're not.
Actually, never mind.
Okay, bye.
Alright. Let us try just changing the fireworks for the advert for fireworks. If I went to a fireworks display and a giant thing just said fireworks on it, rather than actually being fireworks, I might think that was silly.
You the technician was supervising the fireworks. Maybe I could use them to draw her out.
Right, but I didn't... Right, but you're not... What? Alright, fireworks, fireworks. Are you actually being fireworks now? You are, you're still being fireworks. Alright. If I swap fireworks for fireworks, does it actually look any different? I don't know. I can't really tell. Alright. Fire... What? Where's the fireworks one gone? Is that because there's a... Have I broken it? You can see this, right? Am I anywhere close to it? The solution that you have looked up? Because... Not really. Cool. Alright, I assume that I do have to change the aspiration, the fireworks that are going on. This is ridiculous that fireworks has gone away. Because they now both say aspiration day. Okay, so it's definitely that, but I need something, and I assume, I mean, I can get it going down by moving it via adverts, if I find something. Do not feed the birds? Is that it? Vermin warning. I mean, alright. Can I be in range of 2 at once? What about that? No, not that hollow advert. Can I break open? No.
VIP area. Not for the likes of you and me, Foster.
Alright, have we got any other adverts around here? Alright. Do I have to leave this area in order to... Alright, that one's got fireworks in it. Do I have to leave this area and get on the monopod to go back to get something else? I assume not. In fact, if I attempt to do this, you're going to tell me, do not leave?
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Nowhere. Right,
Actually,
good.
I'd like to stay here.
Of course, Citizen Graham.
Cool. Monopod station button. Alright. I could grab some canapes and throw them in the tree in order to attract vermin. But I don't really... Let's grab sandwiches. Let's see if sandwiches can be grabbed now for some reason. No. But I could put mini Ks in them. Oh, can I use the damaged hollow? No, because that's deliberately damaged. I wouldn't want to give that away. Alright, so here's a vermin. That says VIP. Where's the vermin advert? Do the adverts cycle? That's Alonso. Right, okay, let me get part way down the stairs. So there's one hollow advert. There's... Okay, so I can swap 2 hollow adverts around. Fireworks and Aspiration Day. Those are not the ones I want. You have a Fireworks and Aspiration Day too. Alright. And yes, I want that Vermin advert. Alright. How do I find that Vermin advert? Does it randomly appear? Do I need Alonso to come around to do it? Do I need to set off the sprinklers? To have Alonso come over here so that he goes, Vermin. Oh, Alonso is near that advert. It's near wherever he goes. Wrong thing. Right, Alonso, where you going? You're not near enough to any adverts to... Yes! Alright, now. Just... Nope. Alright, okay. Let's call you back over here. No, wait, because we can't get... Alright, there's one hollow advert. He will check out alarms. Oh, people are using spankles. Nice. So I did have the right idea earlier, but... There we go. Am I going to sell? Awesome. Everyone remain calm. This area will return to its dry state shortly. Alright, thank you. There we go. Vermin warning. In that hollow advert over there. Vermin warning. So, new thing. Thank you for those gentle hints. Vermin warning. Warning! Fireworks make vermin appear. Let me move. Vermin fireworks. Apply. Oh! That is not what I expected. I was expecting... I don't know, I was partway there, but I did not see the... pyrotechnics, etc. I did not connect it with you moving until... What was that? Or Alonso moving. Hey, you came downstairs. What's wrong, Alonso? Oh, now you're here. Are you alright? Don't look at me. I'm definitely not about to use this elevator.
Come on, Joey, we're going up in the world.
Woo! I would like to have gone up to the VIP area. How did you manage that one,
Where
Joey?
the shadowy figure had come from.
Alright. And now we have a bug again. Wow, that took a long time to do. I wanted to come down. There we go, so that Joey would arrive in here, because who knows if Joey is important to actually going up. Alright, thanks Joey. Alright, let's look at these things. Oh. Elevator hologram. Oh, interesting.
Who knew a party needed so many servers?
I mean, if you're having a LAN party, definitely need more than one computer type servery thing. Examine the control room.
If there was some way to access the side of the building, maybe I could follow that strange figure.
Oh no, windows! Ah, all refreshing beverages.
It looked like someone had been having their own little party upstairs.
Did I see the number of canapes? Yeah, I guess. And look, there are even canapes up here. Are these non-fancy ones? Have these got the crusts on?
They really were fancy
Nope.
sandwiches. The crusts had been cut off.
I guess the number of canapes. And here's a vent.
The vent appeared to lead to the side of the building.
Alright, it's a loose vent now. Okay, well we know what we're doing with that. It's time to use a mini-knocked on it. No? Just a crowbar? Alright, okay. Oh my god. Puns. Puns. I am hurt. Alright. I mean... Alright, I guess I'll follow this around the corner rather than going out.
With the vent cover out of the way, I could now access the outside of the building.
Hey, Joey, do you fancy going in there just to check that, you know, I don't get sliced and diced when I enter it? No? Alright, in I
we're
go.
going through the vent.
Age before beauty.
If you say so.
Yeah, I'm older than you.
Oh, man. Forgot how old this show was. Okay, move. Can't say I'm not a droid of my word.
No, I'm older than you. I built you.
Well,
Thank you, Joey.
Alright, well, that was a very short crawl. Alright, onwards. And upwards to the mysterious... I was going to say assassins, but they're not really assassins. Saboteurs, I guess. No, wait. Hold on. Oh, the bird is not up there, so let's examine this file.
I'd left the glamour of the party behind, but the spectacle continued without me.
So somebody had fixed it. Alright, okay. Yeah, I mean, it was from Link time, I guess. Did we run? Yeah, okay, we are. But can we keep going up? No. We hit an invisible wall. Alright, down we go. Yeah, I guess the shell was supplied by Leet. So, yeah. Alright. Was there? There was.
It looked like Tarquin and Reginald were about to perform. The excitement was bearable.
I really want to watch
After all
this.
the effort I put in to get that poem, I had to see it performed live.
I don't think there is any. Poetry Slam. Achievement unlocked.
People of Union City, is everyone feeling aspirational today?
No. I feel
I
aspired.
cannot hear you.
But I do not feel aspirational myself.
Once again, it is I, Poet Laureate Reginald Arthur Schnipple, Esquire, to titillate your taste buds and waggle your wits. I know you all love a giggle and a guffaw, and making you giggle is one of my favorite things. So this year, I thought it would be hilarious to see what happens if I asked a droid to write a poem all on his own. So, without further ado, I'd like to bring up a very special guest. My very own Fidelis II domestic savant, Tarquin!
Go Tarquin, go
This
Tarquin.
should be good, folks. And don't worry. However this goes, I'll be bringing up the rear with a cracker of my own. Go on, Tarquin. Show these good people what you've got.
I ventured one day to my favorite cafe to partake in a wonderful scene. For I love Union City, the colors so pretty. I'm sure all here know what I mean. With spankles in hand, I sat next to a man, his grin unmistakably forced. I asked him his woe, and he said, "Oh, you know, just the typical small things, of course. My flat isn't right, my pants are too tight, my link sometimes loses connection.
Yeah, that's
My
one you wrote
droid's a
earlier.
bit worn, and my left sock is torn, and I'm long overdue for reflection." "But sir," I then said, "there's a roof overhead. Pants are tight 'cause there's food in your tummy. Sock is torn, take it off. Go barefoot for a laugh. You see glum where I only see funny. You live in a place that caters all tastes, a bottomless sheer cornucopia. Edible, drinkable, it's rather unthinkable to groan when you live in utopia. So next time your grin feels a little bit grim, and your flat feels a little bit pap, change that mood if you like, or if not, take a hike, 'cause there's plenty of room in the gap."
Yay! Well done, Tarquin. You actually changed some of the things that were on there. It's now time for you.
Wow! Tarquin, that was incredibly inspired.
Thank you, thank you. One cannot wait to hear your poem, sir.
Yes, well, perhaps a 5-minute break first.
Well, that was certainly something.
Indeed it was. I'm glad I watched it, even if the bad guys did get away. I'm assuming they can't get away. Maybe they can. I don't know how much difference there is in this adventure game. I know there are 2 different endings for Songbird, because that's one of the achievements. See the 2 different endings for Songbird. I don't know what triggers them. Alright, you are running away from... I thought you ran out of a thing that was there. I don't want to go down there. I want to find out what you were doing up here. No? Is this just a end of a corridor? There's nothing over here? Nothing exciting? Just a wall that I can run into? Alright then. I'd also be interested to see what happens if you give Tarquin the bad poetry, the one decrying Union City. Alright then, looks like I can examine a ladder.
The mysterious figure had gone. I had to follow.
There were at least 2 figures. You coming down, Joey? Oh, you're already down. Sorry, Joey. Didn't see you there. A rope ladder, that's
A
different.
rope dangled from the platform. I guess that was where they'd gone.
Alright. How very convenient.
Geez, Foster, I expected you to be in better shape.
Shut up, Joey, and keep an eye
It's
out.
been 10 years since you last saw me. Oh my god. Oh, no. I was going to say, it's one of those things. That's fine. I thought it was a horrible, horrible beastie. There will be no old
That
man
vehicle,
coming out to cut it down.
It's the same as the one that stole Milo.
No.
Guess that means we're in the right place.
That vehicle is similar to. Might not be the exact one.
Look out!
Oh. Ah, and that's how
Arana?
it's done.
You! Orana, stop!
Yeah, Arana, stop!
I'm not who you think I am.
I know you're not Graham Grundy. You've been lying to me since the moment we met. What the hell have you done with the real Graham?
Oh, he's
Who the hell are
dead.
you?
I'm from the Gap.
My real name is...
Robert!
Oh, Mrs. Piermont.
Danielle Piermont?
There we
The
go.
lady from the museum?
What on earth is a nice boy like you doing in a back alley like this? Arana, dear, please, you can stop.
But
His mother and I were at school together. You can trust him, I promise.
Were they? I
can
don't
someone
remember that.
please
But
explain
alright.
what the hell is going on?
Yeah, alright, I'm going to tell you about Graham first of all. Orana. First of all, I'm just going to stand here and nod a little bit, you know. And you can see that is how combat works in this game. Through cutscenes.
Graham Grundy is dead.
You killed him for his ID?
Robert!
Oh, dude, that's harsh.
No. I found Graham's body outside the gates. He'd been dead for days. I was looking for a child who was kidnapped in one of those vehicles. I needed a way into the city. Graham's ID was the answer.
The poor boy.
I told him not to try anything stupid. This is all my fault.
He went into the Gap.
Arana,
I mean,
dear, don't
that's-
be hard on yourself. Graham knew what he was doing.
Alright, now there are missing kids. Which, you know, I alluded to by telling you that kids had been stolen.
My name is Robert Foster. I've come from the Gap.
You know that as well.
A few days
that I've
ago,
come
one
from
of
the
those
Gap.
vehicles attacked my village. The androids were armed. We couldn't stop them. They took my friend, Milo. He's just a kid.
This is just awful.
Yeah, Joey's blocking the camera. It is awful. Tell us about this secret group.
So you were both friends with Graham?
I didn't think he had any friends.
Friends, allies, whatever you want to call it.
Graham was working at the land train entrance when he saw one of these things coming into the city.
These things? You mean the stalkers?
I thought they were called creepers.
We call them walkers. Whatever they're called. Here comes another one.
The girl in the stalker. I recognized her.
Oh, that was from just outside. That was Ember.
Ember.
Yeah.
Graham was right. Those things are carrying children. Whatever they're doing to them.
It's inside that building.
Then that's where I'll find Milo.
Now then, I must get back to the gala. I fear my absence from the festivities may already be apparent.
I mean, I didn't know you were going to be there.
Find out where they're taking those children.
2? You mean 3, don't you?
That's my plan.
Lovely to see
Great
you
camera
again,
blocking.
Robert.
You too, Miss Piermont.
Oh, and Arana,
Yes?
trust him. He's from good stock.
Yeah. Whoa, what? What the hell happened there?
That elevator transported the stalker into the building.
We need to find a way to get it working.
What if another one of those big beasts shows up?
Okay, I'll keep watch. Reckon you and your sidekick can figure it out.
Huh. We got this far.
She was talking to me, Rob.
You're not going to tell her that,
Can you see
hey,
a
that's
button
Joey.
anywhere?
I don't think this place was designed for visitors. Foster, I have auto-linked to the system. Perhaps
Come on, there's no way.
you were saying...
I'm good, Joey.
Hey, Arana, we found a way. Joey!
Oh! Hidden trouble achievement unlocked. Objective is still follow the suspicious figures, which, you know, seems...
You took quite a
right.
hit there.
Whoa. What's going...
It's okay, Foster. Just lie still.
Somebody knows my name.
Don't be afraid. I'm here now.
Are you Joey?
Joey. You're Joey.
It's good to see you, Foster.
Where am I?
It's okay. You're safe now.
So are there
It was
two
an
Joeys
explosion.
going around? That would be great.
Orana, what's happened to...
Don't worry. Everything's going to be all right.
Joey, it's so good to see you again. I should have come back earlier.
Hey, it's no problem.
Could have helped you.
No need, old friend. The Council have everything under control.
But that's just it. The Council. You have to stop them. They're...
Shh. Calm now. Plenty of time to talk when you're better. Need to get you fixed first.
Uh-oh. So we're at the reflection pool.
Fixed. What do you mean?
Why would he... Oh, right. Does he
Just
have a right
relax,
arm?
old
Yes.
friend. Soon have that smile back on your face.
This doesn't make any sense.
Guess I got what it takes. These doors just opened for me.
Joey, get back!
Huh? Don't shoot!
Confirmed. Welcome to Level 4 UG.
That went well.
I'll say. Are we allowed to be here?
I just got it. The system is finally recognizing me for who I truly am. Joey.
Great. That mean you can disable the android?
I don't know.
If this shell had any sort of weapon, it would be a whole lot easier. But I'll give it a go. Wait right here.
Right here. Brilliant.
Let me just
This is
repeatedly
my
ram
time
into
to
someone.
shine. That android is heading for a fall.
Objective updated. Alright, is the objective push a android over the thing? Get Foster out of the reflection spa. Alright, okay. We got no inventory. Alright. And I am in control of Joey. Pew!
I came here for Foster. He needs my help.
That means I can't go through that door. Alright.
Hey, Arana.
What is it? Have you dealt with that android yet?
No, I came to talk
Not
to you.
yet. Are we in a rush?
I'm a sitting duck here. Hurry up!
Alright. Stay here in between these two doors that you cannot open at all, but I can. They open for me, not for you. Oh, do I lock you in one of these? Are these cells? No, they're not quite cells. Oh, they're... Oh, no, children!
Foster will know what to do.
Really?
All these children. Looks like they're sleeping.
They're being brainwashed.
What a goofy-looking kid. Foster will know what to do.
Empty chair.
What a waste of electricity.
Maybe it's for... You cannot have a nice spa. You can only have a horrible spa.
Looks like it's monitoring their happiness levels.
Ah. Alright, so I have to make one of the children unhappy? And I have to do that.
The more time they spend in the chair, the higher their happiness levels go. The more time they spend in the chair, the higher their happiness levels go.
This one also has... I can't... No, I do not have a inbuilt scan or anything. That's a shame.
Whatever this is, it isn't right.
Indeed.
Whatever this is, it isn't right.
Indeed.
Foster will know what to do.
Indeed.
What a waste of electricity.
Indeed.
Foster will know what to do.
Alright, okay. Doesn't look like any of the children will have those things. Alright, so let's just...
It's Foster.
Ah!
Just gotta get rid of the android.
Hey, Foster. Stop being happy.
Foster! Engage your wake-up protocols.
Wow. Oh, that's somebody else.
No
Oh!
response.
It's Ember.
I'll have to find another way.
I'll try again.
Foster,
Oh, okay.
engage your wake-up protocols.
Hey, Ember. We haven't met.
No response. I'll have to find another way. Must be an important girl. Her and Foster have the place to themselves.
Hey! Yeah! No.
It says Foster's an ideal candidate. Ideal for what?
I don't know. Ideal for showing me... I mean... I'm guessing they're being... reprogrammed. Can I do something with the empty chair?
What a waste of electricity.
I mean, I'm guessing I would need to knock them in there, but I don't know... No, because that's just going to give me the standard lines.
Foster will know what to do.
Alright, Foster.
Archived files. Looks like these kids aren't the first ones to be brought here.
So, do I need to look at all of the different monitoring stations?
The more time they spend in the chair,
okay,
the higher their happiness levels go.
Alright, well then. I assume I need to do something with one of the empty chairs.
What a waste of electricity.
Because there's an empty chair in all of them. Alright, have you got something to do? Can I plug into a port? Oh, console screen.
It's a Kudos MX-5 security console. These things were designed for droids, not people.
Well, I'm a droid. Or I'm Joey, and I'm a droid. So, show me. Aha! Alright. Who can remember what number Foster was in? Because I can't. I think it might have been 3, but I don't know. Yes! Look at that! Oh, I see. Alright, now I have powered that down. You must go and look at the alarm, right? Oh. I can go back up. That looked like a griddy thing from mine. Are you coming? Are you going to room 3? No, you're just going to reset everything. Alright. So what if I wait until you're in a room and then do it? Potato. That's how you do it. It's no longer potato. Right, you are in room 2. Room 2. Matilda, Willow, Dave, Cat. Alright, let's do that. I can't do anything with that one. Oh, okay. Go examine. No? Go and examine that chair. No? No?
Looks like it's monitoring their happiness levels.
They could be Kickstarter backers. Alright, which room are you going to? Room 3. Right? Yep. 3. Okay. So room 3. That doesn't help. What if in room 2 I turn those off? No, they're queuing tasks. What if I do that with everybody? Sean, Tobias, Naomi, Tom. I assume it's not excellent,
Milo.
is it?
That's the kid that Foster came all this way to rescue.
Ah, cool. Ross, Sam, Milo, Nina. Yves, Loz, Luke, Haley. Okay, all... Alright, you're blue now. No, that's exactly how you should be. Right? Alright, so I've done all of those. Are you actually going to do anything? You better not cancel all the work I've just done. Ah! I push you. No. You've pushed some buttons. Yeah, okay, you have cancelled everything that I told it to do. So, I must be missing something. Right, you are in there. You are in there. If I turn... When I turn off fours, I want you to go and look at... Can I change it? No, I cannot. I can only go backwards. So I can turn that off, powering it down. Right? You come over to the console, you don't... Can I do anything with the monitoring screen or the chair while you're doing this?
Looks like it's monitoring their happiness levels. What a waste of electricity.
Did you get there before me? No, you didn't.
All these children. Looks like they're sleeping.
Oh my god, I don't want to have another puzzle. Alright, so... Oh look, there are lights next to the things as well, telling you what room it is, as well as numbers. Alright, if I use the screen... And let's turn off Matilda. Alright, now let's go to that room.
Archived files.
Okay. No. You know.
Foster will know what to do.
No. Alright. I did come to the right one, right? Or was I just an idiot? No, I did. Okay, it just didn't do anything. Alright, you're in there. Can I talk to you? No, I cannot. There's only a limited number of things I can do here. Perhaps I need to go back and talk to Arana? That is one very weird acting shadow.
Psst, Arana.
Have you got rid of that android yet?
Oh yeah, right. My plan.
No, okay, so I can't do anything with... But you don't investigate the chair. Is there a port around here that I could interface with? No? Alright, let's go into 3. Because this is where Foster is. Oh! Oh!
There's an
I can
electrical
fly.
force field around the button. That's cheap.
Right, okay. I can fly around the back of it. That is something I had not considered. Can I fly over this? I can't, no. So, interesting. Alright, are you going to come and examine this? No. Alright, okay. I don't know what good this is, but let's turn off. No, not you. 3. A powered down chair. Because now I can probably press it. I don't have time to examine it. Now I have time to examine it.
This is gonna need more than a button press to fix.
Which means you go out there. You didn't just fix it, did you? You got to go and investigate it, right? I don't know. Do you have to go and investigate it? I assume so. At which point I can ram you off. I'm surprised that he can produce thrust there. Okay. Surprised that he can produce thrust that can push him over, you know, this deep, dark... Ah! No, alright. Interact with you, android. Give me the interact option. There we go. Oh! Stay right there. I'm running, as you can tell by my run speed. Right. Speedy time, speedy time, speedy, so speedy. Press it. Right, now I will wait here.
This is gonna need more than a button press to fix.
Alright. You don't see me. I am hiding all the way over there in this corner, and I'm hollow also. Well, let's just look out through this pair of eyes. Where have my eyes gone? Oh, I've turned around. I've actually turned. Puzzles that only happen better than puzzles with timing are puzzles that require people to be in specific places that only happen at random. Dun, 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 dun. Android push. I don't think you made any contact whatsoever.
Wait, that's not right.
Well, nobody heard you say it anyway. So you can just, you know, claim that I said a super cool line. Oh, I was coming to get you. I'm glad you came down.
Did I just hear the sound of an android hitting a steel floor at high speed?
No,
It
you're
was a
mistaken.
tragic accident. I found Foster. He's in room 3. He's just through those doors, plugged into some sort of machine.
Oh my god, not a machine.
Let's go.
If only we was plugged into something organic, that would be so much better. Oh. I don't want to lose my hand, thank you. So you're rewriting all of my old memories with nice new ones, are you? Smug. Oh, that was the fridge. What was in there if not a rat? It was a... Ah, okay. I didn't find a dead body. I found somebody who was asleep and ready to party. Yeah. Stop reflecting me. I don't want to come out of there all happy. I like my sad, sad reality.
Joey! Milo! Whoa. Wait a minute. Help! Somebody!
Keep it down, would you, Foster?
Blah.
Yeah, jeez. You scream like a child.
What the?
No, I
Joey,
don't.
You look out for Foster while I get this one.
On it.
I don't know. It's okay. We're gonna get you out of here. What's your name?
Ember. Where's Pixel? In Vauxhall? Hey, I know that guy. From outside.
Come on, Foster. You're making me look bad.
Joey, on the way here, I saw other Joey.
You mean Joey the Savior? But he left years ago.
Yeah, well, he's back. And somehow involved.
No, Foster. He wouldn't be.
We've got to find him. Tell him what's really going on.
He knows. He
Maybe
put
he
you
can
in
help fix
here.
it. Yeah. Me and him together. Dream team.
It's gonna take everything we got to bring down the council.
2 Joeys. What's not to like?
First, we have to get Milo and the other children back to their homes.
About that.
What? Did you find something?
You better follow me.
Joey time! Achievement unlocked. Alright, I mean...
I knew it wasn't the time to sit down and put my feet up.
I'm not sure how there are multiple Joeys.
I knew it wasn't the time to sit down and put my feet up.
Because, I mean, that circuit board
Hurry
was
up, Rob.
the one, right? I don't ever remember him being copied in the original game. I guess the council could have copied him.
Hurry up, Rob.
I'm coming. I'm just examining things. And I'm a little woozy on my feet.
Foster, there's something you have to see.
What is it?
It's over here.
Oh.
Room 5.
Is it Milo? Coming as fast as I can, because I have not pressed the shift button. Don't just grab him out of the machine.
The children. You found them? Milo? Milo!
These rooms are full of children, Foster.
Yeah, there must be at least... Well, there's less than 20.
Milo. Milo. Oh, Milo. Hang on, kid. I'm getting you out of here.
What are you doing?
No, wait, Foster!
They're rewriting their memories.
It's Milo. I have to get him out of this.
These chairs.
I mean, that's all Foster has done the whole game.
We can't
Think
just
of the
rip them
children.
out. It could be fatal.
But it needs to stop. Shut it down, Joey.
Yeah, turn it off.
It's okay, Foster. We've triggered the abort sequence.
They'll all get better, I'm
Cool.
sure. It might just take... time.
How long?
Days. Maybe weeks. Meanwhile, we've got a bigger problem.
We do?
How do we get all these kids out of here, under the radar?
You
They've all
can't.
been U-chipped. System will flag them the second they walk out of this place.
It's a U-chip problem, yeah?
Oh, we got
One
Ember.
of the problems, sure.
Leet had a plan. A way of getting a kid out of the city. Something about kudos.
His plan better be good.
I
We've
don't
got
know
a
what it
truckload
was.
of kids here.
Do I need to... There we go, you are actually...
I wanted to do more for Milo, but I knew Arana would look after him.
Really? What more did you want to do?
We had to get them out of there. I wanted to do more for Milo, but I
Hey,
knew Arana would look
you know what I'm
after
going to do while you're in there? I'm gonna offer you a mini nog.
The mini K could make eyes water, but I knew it wouldn't make Milo stir.
There we go. Alright.
I have to speak to Leet before he tries to leave the city.
Yep, so
How do
you're
I
going
even get out of
into
this place?
Link?
That's where Joey comes in.
I do? I mean, yeah, I do.
Somehow, he's been able to open every door in this place.
Oh, come on.
Joey, you've got superpowers.
I always knew I was special, ever since I was a young droid, helping foster.
Listen, getting the children out of these labs
I will
is
go
one
back
thing,
and offer him
but out of the
spankles.
city,
I think I know how to do that.
Helicopter?
No, Joey. The land train entrance at the city walls.
are you sure about that?
It's our only option.
With Ember's help, and Danielle's. Leave it with us.
Danielle Puma.
So
Yeah, okay.
I'm going with Foster, Arana.
You're coming with me, Joey.
The Gap Chaps are back in business.
Wait,
Oh my god.
I need Joey to open the doors, otherwise we'll be stuck in here.
Please, there's no need to fight over me. But carry on. Keep telling me how important I am.
Can you get all the children there once I've got the fix from Leet?
Way ahead of you. I knew this thing would come in handy, eventually.
Oh, it's the droid finger.
Arana, good luck.
You too. Both of you. See you at the city walls.
Right. Milo. Milo. No, Milo was at 5, right? Yes. Wrong one. Three. I can count. Milo. Milo. Do you want a can of spankles? Oh, I can't.
I wanted to do more for Milo.
There's
but
no
I knew
use
Arana would
option
look
next to
after
the
him.
spankles. But what if I...
There were so
No,
many
there's no
of them.
inventory for those ones. Alright, is there anything else that I can offer you? Nope. Alright. No spankles for anyone. Alright. I can talk to you. I can inventory you. You want a mini K?
How about a delicious?
Mini K, made with so on and so on. I swear, if I never hear that again, it'll still be too soon.
Alright.
I knew leaving this to Arana would be for the best.
Yeah, but I still wanted to push
I knew
buttons.
leaving this to Arana
No,
would
okay,
be for the
fine.
best.
Well, let's see what we can talk to people about.
Hey, Ember, how are you feeling?
You're just going to tell me
A
to fuck
little.
off?
Better.
You'll be fine. Just give it a moment.
Wait! Voxel! Pixel! Have you seen them?
I don't think they're in here.
Not since I came into the city.
What if the stalkers got them too? I told them to hide!
I'm sure they're okay. They're smart kids.
Whatever. We've got to get out of here.
Yeah, we're working on it. Listen, don't go wandering around. There's security nearby.
I'm sticking with Orana. She's got her head screwed on.
I don't think there was anybody else who's eaten a mini K. I think only the birds have wanted them. But, you know, somebody in this city must want them because we order them in. Or we. Yes! I have revealed my secret plan. I am part of the council. All along. That is why I said we. Alright, tell me about these
Can you
stalkers.
remember how you got here?
Vaguely. Pixel was up out of bed again. I could hear him yelling at the gangs.
Sounds about right.
I went to go check, and then bright lights. A huge metal clunk. I guess Voxel's monster was real.
Then the stalker grabbed you?
Last thing I remember was seeing Pixel hide behind the statue. Sure hope he's okay.
So why don't you remember exactly? Are they using knockout gas of some description? I guess there must
What do you
be.
think is going on here?
I have no idea.
They're programming
one of
you
those
to be
things too?
great
Yeah,
citizens.
it really messed with my head. Like it was trying to change my memories. Even the oldest ones.
Mine too. And we were only under a few hours. I don't even want to think about what it's done to these children.
Alright.
Do you think Pixel and Voxel got away?
I really hope so. They're not in here, at least.
Don't worry, Ember. They'll be okay.
Ugh. I even got Voxel to come out of his bench.
Oh dear.
But he was right all along.
Oh, but I can't ask about Voxel now.
I better go.
Hurry up.
Alright. No, I refuse to hurry up. I'm going to talk to Arana next. You got something to say?
Arana.
Foster, how are you feeling?
Better. By the way, thank you.
Hey, what for?
For coming back.
Wasn't going to leave you. We've got stuff to finish, don't we?
You have weird shadows on your face there, Foster. Hey, do you like Joey?
Joey make quite a team.
No, you don't.
That droid has got a few tricks up his sleeve.
You have no idea.
Where'd you find him?
I made him when I was a kid.
That explains his interesting personality.
Interesting. That's a good thing, right?
Always, Joey.
Oh, Rob. You're making my eyes oil.
Hey, here's Amber.
Is Amber going to be
Amber.
okay?
She'll be fine. Clever kid.
She was the one that gave me Graham's ID.
I don't want to know how she got her hands on that.
Hey,
How
Labs.
did you and Joey find me?
After you were attacked, we hid. They sent another one of those things back out.
I guess it's going on another gap run.
We jumped on the lift as it went back down, took us deep into the building. After a fair amount of espionage.
I handled the doors.
We came to this floor. Not exactly sure where this is.
Alright.
Bye.
Okay.
Alright, back the way up here to that door that did not open before. Oh, does this door open? Nope. Alright, then it must be this door.
Step back. I'm opening it.
Step back, I can open a door.
Hey,
Oh.
Foster. I've been thinking about Joey. I mean the other one. Maybe he never left.
He walked out into the desert. Years ago, remember?
No.
I'm not convinced. I would never have walked away. And I'm him. And he's me.
Yeah, you got a lobotomy or something. Come back here, Joey. You spinny fool. You're always walking just out of reach. Wow, there's
Here,
a lot.
Foster. Go inside.
No. I'm examining the window first of all.
Those spa chairs. They're just like the ones they had me in.
Yeah.
This way, Foster. Hey, Foster.
I can't run.
Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
When you made Joey, the other one, did you do anything different? Change his protocols?
Not a thing. He's just you, with legs.
And an arm.
You're gonna see the same thing every time? Or are we gonna see a different thing?
Look at all those chickens.
I guess this is what they call reflections. Looks peaceful.
Looks more like brainwashing to me.
Ignorance is bliss.
Alright. I take it you're not actually seeing chickens there, Foster.
This way, Foster.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
You know, I gotta say, all this,
I could
the
have missed.
work of humans.
Meaning?
Just saying,
Saying what? That humans are evil?
can be evil.
Alright, let's look at this. Oh, we can't. There's a cutscene.
Hey, look, Foster. It's your pal.
Mentor Alonso.
Yeah, let's just stand right here so he can see us.
Grundy! You again.
I don't quite understand what that was. And I have the achievement Freedom! Oh, Leet. We're back here. He's already gone and we need to find stuff, right? Are you still down there? No, you're not. Thumbs has gone. Oh!
Jimmy?
He's up here.
Don't shoot! Whoa! Don't want to drop one of these, or we all go up in flames.
Oh, come on. It can't be that vault. Going somewhere?
Anyway, about here. Not safe no more. Council's onto me. This place was crawling with their goons earlier.
Where did they go?
Beats me. I'm not hanging around to find out. I'm off.
Good luck, I guess.
You too, Pedro. Now shift.
I really want to harvest your thumbs. Just for the irony. Alright, let's go down there then. Seeing as you're no longer around here. Is there anything fun? There's junk again. Oh, a murky jar. Oh, excuse me.
To think what used to be in that jar.
I would expect it was thumbs. Oh. Why have you not just got x-rays of thumbs? Why have you got x-rays of everything? And is the T-roid here? No, it's all closed down. There's an explosive barrel though. I can't even hide. Oh, I might be able to hide in the lockers. No.
It was a rusty old locker.
You can just examine them again. Junk?
Some of the trash was marked with the logo of Agio City.
No, no fish to smash somebody over the head with. Well, I mean, we know Leet's not there. Come on. You've got to have put two and two together, Foster. Well, actually, I am guessing. So, I mean, if I am right... Yeah. But... they've got to have come and taken Leet. Right? Oh, tap!
It was a rusty tap for dispensing the moonshine.
Yep. Crushed Spankles cans.
The main ingredient of Leet's moonshine appeared to be Spankles.
So is it actually alcohol of any variety? Oh, this is different. But yeah, this is what I was hoping to do the first time I was here. I'm so glad I'm doing it now.
What did you make that mess for?
I've got no idea.
I mean, I've got an idea. If people were here, then I'm gonna want to... Yeah, Mini-K!
Although it would certainly kill off any bacteria on the Mini-K, I doubted it would improve the taste.
No, but I could stick it in the tap so that it could never do that. And look, now we've got a big trail. So I can set it alight and explode things. Which is gonna... No, it's just the way the light is on it. And the furnace burner, if I can turn that on now.
The furnace was now off.
No. If I can throw a Mini-K down there. No, I can't. Oh, I'm very disappointed. I would love to be able to throw a Mini-K down that hole. Oh, microwave. Everybody else is gone.
It was some kind of old device for producing electromagnetic radiation.
That would produce some sort of fire if I put something metal in it, which is a possibility.
A scrapped robot that looked past its prime.
Ah, it's that one.
It was Leet's security droid. Looked like the main board had been removed.
Hey, do you want to be inside there? Well, before we do that, let's look around.
Leet!
Oh, no!
Oh, no. It was Leet, all right. He was still warm. At that moment, a terrible thought struck me. Poppy? Poppy, are you here? Poppy, it's me, Foster. Do you remember me,
It
Poppy?
was not the girl.
Yes, you're Mr. Leet's friend.
Come on. We need to get you out of here.
You're speaking in sentence.
I know.
This is.
I'm sorry. Can you tell me what happened?
Lee said he was going to put on the funny mask to help us get away. Then some men came, so I hid.
What did the men look like?
The ones in black that took me before. The ones with no faces.
Listen, Poppy. I've got something I need to do. Can you find your way to the monopod?
I think so.
Brave girl. I'll meet you there. Whatever Leet's plan for Poppy had been, it had to involve Minos. I was going to have to go in there myself. Leet was dead, but his kudos plans for Poppy still made sense. All I had to do was find a way to boost all the kids' kudos levels in the same way.
I mean, he didn't tell you that was the plan, but, I mean, kudos for working that out.
Poor Leet.
Nothing on his body that we want? Alright, there's the link terminal, the thing that we can get into.
Leet's super terminal was quite a piece of reclaimed tech.
Yep. There's the scrap robot. Have you got anything?
I could see a few errors in Leet's calculations, but I doubted he'd appreciate me telling him.
I bet he would. I bet if you could tell him right now these things, he would appreciate it. Because then he wouldn't be dead, do you see?
You won't catch me dead in one of those things.
Yeah, but you will catch me in one, but not dead.
It was an old link interface, the height of intrusive tech. Error 465. Connection error. Could not re-establish link with user. Leet.
I'm glad somebody heard the joke that I said, because it was a joke. Alright, hey, Joey. Oh, I should have put you in the other body first of all. Never mind. Alright, we're back. But I don't know where I'm meant to be going this time. And I don't know what the citizen numbers of all those people are. Can I convert anything?
Accessing
oh, right, we're just
data.
There
accessing.
To be a recording on the data.
Yeah, but it's the same thing that we did before.
Unknown biological.
Can we skip it? No, we can't skip
Agent
it.
in core.
Oh, but I'm glad I've got all those things
detected.
back.
Overman chamber. Biomatrix replacement confirmed. Error, error, error. Deleting file. Overman.brain. Deleting file. Link control.brain. Upload file. Joey.awesome.
Link was going to replace my father's dying brain with mine. If Joey hadn't sat in that chair, it would have gotten me too.
Converting to Minos data. Please wait. Compatible program found. Retro Fashion Boutique. Order submitted.
So do I have 3 of them now? Probably not, but somebody's got to be. Okay, so where do I actually want to go? Kudos allocation system. Okay, that sounds good. I mean, it's not a horrible plan, but I don't know where... I don't know that anybody told you about this plan. Oh, over there. That direction. Alright. In we go. Oh, it's Leet. Dead Leet. Oh, are you not dead? Is this you living in here now?
Error. Checksum invalid. Local interneural connection has been lost. Please unmount brain before disconnection to prevent data loss.
Oh, look, there's all people. Oh, Divide by 2. Alright, well, let's talk to you first of all and see what's going on.
Begin recording. Well, the system's just told me my body is in cardiac arrest, so I guess security caught up with me. Command, upload recording async. If you're hearing this message, then I'm dead, which, personally, sucks. This means that you need to step up, whoever you are. So listen carefully.
I hope it is
There's
not
a
pipe
girl
dreams.
called Poppy. She's hiding at my place. Unfortunately, her kudos is too low to travel. You need to get her out of the city. Oh, and delete my hard drives, eh?
Leet was dead, but his kudos plan made sense. And I knew if I could get Poppy out, then I could use the same trick for all the kids.
Alright, okay. Let's start at the admin one, which is this one, right? Oh, they all say admin access over them. Okay. So, what citizen type are you?
New citizens.
New citizens. Oh. No, okay, can't use any of those. I don't want to remove the operator just yet. I don't want to remove that operator either. Kudos meter.
This category had their kudos set to 1. Better than nothing, I guess.
Okay. So... you are not new citizen. What citizens are you?
Citizens reported performing a good deed.
Okay.
This category had 1 kudos level added to it.
If they perform a good deed, I could... well, I mean, okay, let's look at all the types.
Citizens deemed to have committed criminal acts. This category now had their kudos halved.
Well, there we go.
All citizens.
All citizens.
This category had their kudos doubled.
All citizens take double kudos. What?
Citizens reported performing a bad deed. This category had 3 kudos levels deducted.
Alright. And you?
Citizens with long service at their work.
Oh, they get nothing for it. Wow.
This category had nothing added to it. No effect.
Alright, okay. So, ideally what I want to do is I want to put new citizens at a level equal to 3, I guess, because that's the highest number. So give me that. And put it on here.
This category had their kudos level set to 3.
Right. And then I want them to perform bad deeds so that it doubles their kudos. Is that thief?
This category now had their kudos halved.
Right, yep.
Citizens deemed to have committed criminal acts.
No, let's do bad acts.
The slot was empty.
Yes, it was. So
this category had 2 kudos levels deducted.
No, don't want you to lose things. I want you to double them.
This category had their kudos doubled.
Yeah? So now if you're new, you get 6, and then every time you do a bad deed, you double it. Well, also, while we're here, add 2. For being a criminal. In case kids want to use criminal acts.
This category gained 2 kudos levels.
Alright, give me the +1. If you've been here a long time, you can have a +1. No, not citizen type, operant. +1.
This category had 1 kudos level added to it.
Then, if you do a good deed, lose kudos. This is the kind of society we're making. Lose a point if you do a good deed.
This category had 1 kudos level.
Oh, unless I'm trying to do a divide by 0 error. That might be it.
I needed to remove the code from the slot first.
Alright, yep. The kids aren't new? I think the kids are new, aren't they?
This category was
They've
reduced
just
to a third
been
of their
added to
kudos.
them, and look, it's a kid.
This category was divided by 0. Infinity. They had infinite kudos. This was going to work. I just needed to make it apply to everyone.
Oh, okay. So, all citizens over there. Alright, okay. Now you can't be divided by 0.
This category was divided by 0. Infinity. They had infinite kudos. If I was right, the kids would now be able to travel to the city walls.
Yeah, but everybody can do whatever.
How would the citizens react? The baseline citizen now had infinite kudos. The kids could use the monorail now. Command. Save changes.
Changes saved. Beginning propagation to external servers.
But somebody must have noticed if this happens. Did it? It said that on the whiteboard, did it? I did not see that. And I've got equality for all as an achievement now.
How did you do, Rob?
I set the whole city's kudos levels to infinity. Every citizen. So anyone can now travel anywhere.
Including the kids?
Yep.
No, the kids
Alana
aren't
should be able to
included
get them
in
to
part
the
of
city
everyone.
walls now.
Joey, don't you know that?
What are we waiting for?
Well, first of all, let's have a look. X divided by 0 equals infinity. You're right, there it is. Alright. Hey, Lee.
Poor Leet.
Nope, okay. Oh, I can't. Can I? No. Can't fit through that gap, apparently. Alright, hey. Joey. Get in this board.
Okay, Joey. I think it's time for an upgrade.
I don't think that's an upgrade.
What did you have in mind? This?
It's robust.
Bust. Exactly. It has rust. On its rust. And some jerk bashed its head in.
At least give it a try.
I didn't bash his head in.
Okay. But be careful with my board.
Don't worry, I'll be gentle.
Ha!
If I don't survive, tell Greta I love her.
Now I will smash it on the floor. Because I'm that kind of jerk.
You in there, Joey?
Oh, Foster. I feel strong.
Yep, I think I'm going to need that.
You'd like the feel of it.
It would take more than some bunting to bring down Joey Prime. And look, I've got this cool arm.
Careful with the...
Whoa, that's my bad.
Let's go. Come on, let's move it. Out of here.
Sure thing. Right behind you, Rob. Yep, I'm with you. Okay, we go.
And watch where you're pointing that thing.
Wow, Foster. Finally, some heavy machinery.
I mean, we got that trapped in the crusher the last time we were here. So I don't know how it's still functioning, but hey.
Joey. It's been a long time since anyone called me that.
No,
what
it
are you
hasn't.
talking about?
I go by Joey Prime now, Foster.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Alright, let's talk about things. Tell me about Jimmy.
Let's keep an eye on that Jimmy guy.
Yeah, shock him.
You two met before?
You could say that. He tried to cut off my thumb.
Your thumb? That's terrible. You never hitchhike again.
I mean, he tried to cut off your whole hand. And by extension, the thumb. But hey. Alright, what do you know about the council?
Whoever was here, they could be back any minute.
Well, you better keep an eye out then.
What do you think of Poppy?
You think Poppy's okay?
Let's go find out.
What do you think of Leet?
I can't believe they killed Leet.
It's terrible. He won't be the only one.
I thought we'd fixed all this 10 years ago.
This is what happens when humans try and do an android's job.
You know, I'm really thinking that maybe Joey... Nah... No, somebody must have reprogrammed Joey. I don't think Joey is this nasty. Alright, Leet. Tell us about Leet
We
again.
have to make Leet's death count for something.
Haven't we got enough to do?
I'm talking about getting the kids out, Joey.
Thank goodness. One thing at a time.
I thought you were talking about turning him into a mini-K.
Leet's really dead.
And we'll be next if we don't get out of here.
Alright, Joey. Tell me about Joey.
You seem to be enjoying your new shell.
It's everything I ever wanted.
Oh, yeah?
No, it isn't.
What's it got?
A big arm to zap people.
Sure. What else?
That's it. That's all I ever wanted.
How are you holding up, Joey?
Man of simple
Stuck
tastes.
in a rusty old factory. On the run from the government. Stupid questions from you. It's nothing I've not gotten used to.
You're saying the flavor of mini-K depends on the person. I mean... I'm not saying that. But I'm also not exactly saying that.
Thanks for all your help, Joey.
Don't mention it. Just don't forget about me for 10 years this time.
I didn't oh my...
Remind me what we're doing.
We need to
Tell
get
me the
out of
plan,
here.
I'm stupid.
Arana will be waiting with the children.
Remind me what we're doing.
We need to get out of here. Arana will be waiting with the children.
Do you think Arana will be okay getting the children out of Reflections?
How hard can it be?
There's a lot of children.
Do we need all of them?
Yes.
I thought you only cared about Miles.
Milo. And we're saving them all, Joey.
Whatever you say, Rob.
Also, we're gonna stop the council and everything else that's going on.
Quit worrying about her and focus on our task.
Let's keep
We've
moving.
done our task.
Waiting on you, Rob.
Whether we make it back and tell them we've done the task or not, the task is done. But now I expect... Come on. Use the ladder. I expect to be stopped by Master Alonso, probably. Are you coming, Joey? Woo! Plop. No, nobody's gonna do that? Okay. Joey! I want to use you on the, No, not that. I want to use you on the, floor. But there's an explosion. No? Nobody wants to do that? Oh.
Okay, Joey. Should be a straight shot back to the city. Wait!
What is it, Foster?
It's those same androids. Exactly like the ones that took Milo. They're here.
We've got to find a way past them.
I hope Poppy hadn't been caught.
I mean, this was the gas pipe over here, right? Pipe system. Examine.
Pipes down here were quiet. No more fuel for the furnace now.
Cool. I can't go out, so... I mean, I know I can go... around... down and out that way, but that was closed off. Maybe I can open it now? See, I can go out here. This is a thing I could always do. There was just no reason to do it before. There we go. Examine.
The barricade had been propped up from this side.
Oh, okay. Joey.
Joey, do you think your new shell could break down that barricade?
Think you might be confusing my arm for a battering ram.
Ah, okay. Guess not.
Alright. Where did you go, Joey? Did you fall over the side? Joey! Oh, you're up there. Alright. Could we hide in the blast furnace? No, still can't throw a mini K down there. That is most disappointing. Alright, so I have turned this on. Can I now say, Joey... do a thing? No, alright. Let's examine... Here is the terminal. That doesn't work, yes. You know, I'm going to save this before we continue, but just in case, you know. I explode myself, and it says, putting up last save. Alright, here's a barricade. I can use Joey on it, I can examine it. Cannot examine the small supports. Oh, they're not supports. Oh. And look, there's your arm! Joey, you have once again... Oh, because you're going up there. Alright, well, I mean, let's try going out that way. I can't see why you would. Because there's already been a thing saying, don't go out there. There was a cutscene showing that exact thing. But if I have to go out there to do a thing... You're not a door, are you? No. Nope, okay, can't go out there. Yeah. Hey, Joey, can I get you to zap the gas pipes? I mean... It's silly. Nope, didn't think so. So what am I missing? I mean, I want you to set fire here. I'd prefer it if they were here before you did the zap. The androids. But... I don't really seem to have that option. Joey, talk. No. Crush. No. Okay, Joey, talk.
Hey, Joey.
What is it, Foster?
Yeah. I can talk about Moonshine. All right.
Think those androids found Poppy?
I don't want to even think about that.
Because I don't really care who Poppy is.
Can you set fire to the Moonshine?
With my new arm, it shall be done.
Can you wait until I'm not standing in it first? Right. Yep.
Stand back, Foster. Human skin isn't as tough as steel.
True.
The trail of moonshine lit up like spilt gasoline. Come on, Joey. We need to get out of here.
I'm liking this new shell already.
I mean, this is the thing that I expected to happen from the very first time I saw the Moonshine. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty good about being finally able to do that.
Here goes. Oh, Foster, this arm does double as a battering ram.
I hate you.
Wait, Foster. I hear something.
There. The locker.
Is that Poppy?
Poppy?
Yep.
The faceless men came back, so I hid in here.
You did great, kid.
I hid in there too.
They're gone for now.
Let's go, before they come back.
Everybody onto the monopods. Never mind that we're dooming the city because the recycling is up. Objective: save the children. Here we are.
When people realize they've all got the same kudos levels, it's gonna get interesting.
Not sure I want to be there when that happens, Joey.
Foster?
You're not going to
Alana,
save society again?
Well,
All right.
of course we did, Robert, darling. Was there ever any doubt?
But where are the kids? Where's Milo?
Don't worry. They're all here. Whatever you did, it worked.
And who is this wonderful little creature?
My name's Poppy. Poppy!
Graham rescued her. Kept her hidden up in the industrial level.
It's okay, my darling. Come with me. I've some friends that I think you'd like to meet.
You are vaguely sinister, lady. I would not go with you.
Just go. It's too much.
So how did you do it?
With a little help from Leet. He had it all figured out. He had found a way to increase someone's kudos levels inside Minos. But the Council's androids found him first.
They killed him?
Yes. But I managed to finish what he started.
Well, you're not finished yet. Come with me.
Joey, I need you to stand guard here. Anything looks unfriendly? Zap it.
Great. I've been dying to test this thing for real.
You used it on me. Alright, so we've got a Spankles machine over there. I'm assuming it's just got the same options as usual. Yep, okay, good. Hey. Who took off my tuxedo and placed me in this? Yeah, I'm vaguely uncomfortable about that. Alright, let's look around and see what else we've got before we go and talk to Arana. Is this where we came in at the beginning? Yeah, there's... what's his face with his mini-Ks over there. Cool. Alright. Arana, what have you got to say for yourself? Ah.
Kids are all inside. It's a bit cramped, but it'll do.
I recognize this truck.
We're turning them into mini-Ks, as I suggested earlier. Yeah!
Hey, special delivery. Next stop, the Gap.
Wendell? I thought I smelled something familiar.
I hope you mean the Age to Perfection mini-Ks.
They shouldn't still be in the truck.
Milo?
Milo's riding up front.
Ah, yes, with the vegetarians.
Foster!
Do you have all of your memories okay? Or do you not remember things?
Milo!
I knew you'd come for me.
How are you feeling?
A bit dizzy. Horrible things whirling around my head. Strange memories. I thought they were good. But now I think they were bad.
Don't worry. They'll pass in a day or two. You're going to be fine.
How did you know?
Am I going home now?
You are, Milo. Home to your parents. Your family. Now, you go with the nice people. I'll be right behind you.
No, I won't.
Ladies, we're just about strapped up. Let's get those gates open, and I'll hit the gas.
I want to stay here and destroy the council so they don't keep doing that.
Foster, any idea how to get these gates open?
Whatever I did in Minos must have put the city into lockdown. I'll find a way to override the controls.
Oh, okay. But don't take your time.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to take my time. Also, I'm going to talk to you, Wendell. Oh, I'm sure I've offered you a mini-K before, but, you know, I'm going to offer you one again.
Here, you can have these back.
Are you sure? You might need them.
Oh, no.
You know what?
I'm not giving them up. I was just offering you one.
Never know when the little beggars might come in handy.
Or what strange responses I might get by giving them to someone.
Hey, Wendell.
Small world, eh?
Mini-K.
Get those mini-Ks delivered okay?
Oh, aye. Rumour has it they went down a storm at the Aspiration Gala.
I mean, they didn't. I tried to add mini-Ks to sandwiches, and I was told, don't do that. Nobody wants those.
Thanks for the mini-K earlier. Came in very handy.
What you do with your own mini-Ks is between you and your maker.
So, I mean, I used it on the bird at the beginning to get them to be zapped by the force field hiding behind the waterfall. I can't remember anything else I've done with the mini-Ks. Alright, hey! What about
Do you know
Daniela
Ms.
Piermont?
You mean Danielle?
Oh, so you're friends.
Let's just say our paths have crossed.
Alright. Do you know
You
about
don't
city
have
gates?
much luck with these doors, do you, Wendell?
Hey, you're telling me.
What exactly is the problem this time?
A security lockdown. Some sort of happening inside the city. All beyond me, mind.
What else about
Any
the city
ideas on
gates?
how to get these doors open?
Nope.
Nothing?
Not a sausage.
Not a mini-K, you mean? How's the power cell
How's that
holding
power
up?
cell running?
Old Brucey is purring like a melon.
Since when do melons purr?
Okay.
Hey, who's the farmer
Well,
here?
great to see you here. If you have to go, you have to go. I'm probably not going to complete it today. And we will be back with this on Tuesday, because I've only got a limited amount of time before I stop streaming. So we'll be back on this on Tuesday and pick up something new, which I'm uncertain what it will be. At the moment, I have many, many point-and-clicky adventures to fill up the space in Point-and-Click Sunday and Tuesday's stream. But we will see what that is. Maybe I'll pick up with Tomb Raider again and do some more of that instead. I don't know. Alright. Thanks for stopping by. Now, let's talk to the kids.
I appreciate what you're doing for these kids.
Kids, sausages, cargo's cargo when all's said and done. Besides, this little lot's
Thank you very
my
much.
future customers. Gotta treat them nice.
Wendell, it's been a slice.
Best of luck, Foster. Not many like you out there.
I don't know, I think everybody is hollow inside in this universe. Alright, Piermont. Talk to me.
Miss Piermont.
Yes, darling.
How are the
Any
city
ideas
gates?
on how to get these gates open?
Darling,
Let's not
I've
face
been
one another
living
while
in
we're
the lower
talking.
tiers
That would
for
be silly.
so long. Doors just open in my presence.
What about this one?
This one appears to be the exception.
How are you holding up in Union
What's
City?
next for you in Union City?
Oh, that's simple. Topple the council, overhaul the government, rebuild the city.
Yeah, I would have
Right.
thought that would have been
The
me.
usual.
Alright.
What are your thoughts on the council?
Disgraceful! The council have a lot to answer for.
How do you know Wendell?
You know Wendell?
By reputation only. The reputation of his sausage, I should add.
I don't think you should add that.
Why did you decide to help these kids?
Robert, dear, because it was the right thing to do.
Good for you, Ms. Piermont.
Why did you decide to help them then, Foster?
That Orana is quite something, isn't she?
She certainly is. She reminds me of me when I was half her age.
How do you know Orana?
I was invited to the grand opening of the Reflection Spa. Orana took such excellent care of me. I knew at once I could trust her.
Thanks, Ms. Piermont.
Your mother would be proud.
I mean, that... So you knew you could trust Orana because you met her at the Reflection Spa. But the Reflection Spa is the brainwashing place. So, I mean, I'm assuming she's not gonna turn at the last minute, but, you know, that's not great
Orana,
indication of why.
How about the world's finest?
Not now, Foster.
Oh, I wanted to offer you a mini K.
They're a little old, but would you like a mini K?
I've had quite enough of that gentleman's sausage, thank you very much.
Alright. Calm down with the innuendos there, please.
Orana.
Kids.
Great job getting the kids out.
Great job bringing down the system.
Guess we both did all right today.
Great job with the kids.
How are the kids doing?
Confused, lost, but they'll pull through.
How do
You
you know
and Ms.
Piermont?
Piermont are unstoppable.
We make a pretty good pair.
Great trio if you count Graham.
And 4, counting you.
Let's not forget Joey.
let's forget Joey.
You know Wendell?
Everybody knows Wendell.
Really? It's a huge city.
What happens next? Will you go back to the Gap with the kids?
We'll see. We've got a job to finish first.
Sure. How exactly did you escape?
The monopod brought us here.
No, I mean the Reflection Center.
Oh, Ember's magic finger.
You didn't meet any trouble?
Danielle dealt with that.
Ah.
Any ideas on how to get these gates open?
I was hoping for a switch or a button, but can't find a manual override anywhere. Everything's automated by Minus on this side. Don't know what the other side looks like.
But I do. There's a parking lot, an immigration hut, and I seem to remember a control room above the train doors.
Well, you know more than I do then.
I can't get these gates open.
Have you tried your crowbar?
Have you seen the size of those doors?
I have not.
You asked for ideas. Didn't say they had to be good ones.
Oh my god, yes.
Any ideas on opening these gates?
Have you checked out the control room?
Nope.
I'm working on it.
I will try my crowbar on this. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything. Wendell, is that... Not Wendell. Milo was meant to be sitting in the front with the vegetarians, but there's nobody in there. Alright, okay. Well, let's just run around and see if there's anything else fun to interact with. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go up in the lift. Oh, somebody actually uses this bin. Authorized personnel only. Alright, okay. Stand back, elevator. I will simply do that so that the bad things let me in. Or if you're... But I've got infinite kudos. Everybody's got infinite kudos. Let me in. I mean, I assume there's nothing all the way over here. No. External door. Leave? Yep, done my bit. Save the children from there. They now live in the gap between, well, not the gap. They live in the space between internal and external doors.
Out there, the gap stretched all the way to freedom. But first, I had work to do.
Anything down this way? To be interacted with? No. Anything to be interacted with over here? No. This is pointless. Oh,
the control room. The main gates had to be controlled from here.
Is Alonso inside?
The emergency escape only opened from the other side. Then I saw Alonso. He had a gun, and he was pointing it at...
Songbird!
Songbird. I had to find a way to help her.
Alright. Is city in lockdown? And use manual fallback. Okay. I can't move those around. I mean, I can send those. Alright, no. Let's, yeah, discard the changes. Where are these storm shutters that it was talking about? I mean, I cannot do anything else, so it must be...
Alonso hadn't seen me yet. which was probably a good thing.
So I need to set off an alarm, maybe? Wait, where are these storm shutters? Because I can see them. Aha! Alright, okay. Nope, sorry. Use. Alright, let's swap those around and make that red. Can I swap those? No, I can't. Okay, so that's the only thing that I can do.
I couldn't just burst through the doors. Not while I still had the upper hand.
Alright, so... Oh! What are you? I thought the storm shutters was what I was working on. Well, there's gun controls down there as well. Set response level. Okay. Alright, so I've got gun control. Set that to green. Move over? Move? Okay, right, I can do that. Fine, but I can't really... Is City in Lockwood? Is City in Lockdown? Yes, manual fallback. Now I can swap those around, but I cannot do anything with these.
What? Ouch! Get back here now!
Songbird!
I'm sorry. Alonso worked out what you were up to.
Oh, I don't know
There
what I was
nothing
up to.
I could do.
When something in the city goes wrong, who do I always find just around the corner?
Joey!
You, whoever you are. Allow me to ask you a question. What do you see when you look at Union City?
Honesty. I'm going to answer you honestly.
I see a tyranny.
That's
a
not...
city that steals children from their villages to experiment on them.
Yeah.
The absolute control of every aspect of people's thoughts. In pursuit of a happiness defined by the Council.
Lovely. Lovely. How eloquent. Let me tell you what I see. I see perfection.
But it's not.
Come
I can't
on.
possibly think this is perfection.
This city works. This city provides. Everyone is fed. Everyone is busy. Everyone is entertained. And everyone has a reason to be happy.
But at what cost?
All the city asks in return is that we follow a few simple rules. Follow the rules, and you are rewarded. Break the rules, and you are corrected. You, sir, are a rule breaker.
Indeed, which means I
have been stolen from the Gap.
Get additional
and I'm going
kudos
to open
now.
the city gates and get them out. Get them home.
That would defy the rules. And that is why, on behalf of this city, for which I care deeply, I intend to make a rather dramatic correction. Goodbye, Graham Grundy.
Can I offer you a mini K?
Woo! Graham Grundy!
You're right, it's not.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, is he going to be recycled?
Songbird, are you okay?
I'm glad you came back and saved me.
Better than okay. That felt good. Foster, something I need to tell you.
Go ahead.
I think I've made a dreadful mistake. About Graham. I thought he was a loser, a fool. But he was one of the good guys, wasn't he?
He was. A brave
I mean,
man.
he was also
But listen,
really
Songbird,
weird.
Right now, I really need to get those gates open.
Thank you.
He was not
This
considerate
city needs
of
more
you.
people like you. And Graham.
So, I mean,
Goodbye.
he was a fool in that sense. Because he was married to you, and he should have taken into account how his actions affected you as well. Alright, I don't know how close we are to the end, but we are pretty close. But I think I am going to stop it there for today. So we will leave Robert Foster here in his place, doing things. Poised on the precipice, ready to save the kids and escape with all of the mini-K he could possibly handle for a lifetime. So, we'll be back on Tuesday with this to finish off the dramatic conclusion, and assuming it does not take that long, go with another game. I will double check to see how far away from the end I am. I don't think I am that far. So, thank you all for being here. I am Richard, and this has been LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. Until the next time, be excellent.